Are you tired of those pesky scale patterns? Do you feel like there's so much to do in so little time? Well, we've got the solution for you.
Hi everyone and welcome to Romm's Repertoire Scales Edition. Today I want to show you a quick, simple, and effective way of practicing your scales. This can be applied to any scale, major, minor, chromatic, octatonic, really whatever. Now, most of the time we're told to learn our scales, right? And the first thing that we do, because we're good trumpet students, we go and try and learn the whole scale in one sitting. Now, while that might work for some, I don't know, let's think about it this way. You go to a nice steakhouse, or if you're a vegetarian, not steakhouse, and you get a big steak or eggplant on your plate and you try to eat it all in one bite. That's a pretty impressive gastrointestinal feat, but you're probably not going to be feeling very well afterwards. It can be done, but probably not a good idea. Instead, I like the one bite at a time approach. It takes less time, less frustration, and less heartburn. So what we do is we break apart the scale one note at a time. So let's take the first two notes of our C major scale, C and D. We're going to go back and forth 3 times in a row correctly. We're going to set our metronome to 80, 76, 84, doesn't matter. Either way, we want it to be consistent. Remember, everything is a long tone. All we're doing is wiggling our fingers over it. Not too hard, right? Then we add the next note, C, D, E, then back down. So we go C, D, E, D, C, and we're going for 3 times in a row correctly. Then add the fourth note. So in this case, C, D, E, F, E, D, C. Back and forth 3 times in a row correctly. So on and so forth until you get the entire scale 3 times in a row correctly. A couple of important points. Look at music when you do this one. If you need to write it out, you can do that. Another important point, don't blindly hack away at the notes when you're trying to do this. It's not about getting all the right fingers all at once. This is about thinking through what you want to do before you do it. Which leads us to the next point. Accomplish this pattern at least 3 times in a row correctly. Now, that seems pretty simple in the very beginning, but when you're learning a brand new scale, you're trying to think through what notes you're playing, you're trying to get all the right fingerings, get it in tune with a beautiful sound. It's a lot, right? So by aiming for 3 times in a row correctly, you're starting to build habits. Remember, evenness over speed. This is not about playing fast, especially right now. Speed will come later, I promise. So this process allows you to focus on a beautiful sound right from the start, good finger technique right from the beginning, and of course accuracy. The more we try to rush through learning and practicing our scales, the harder it's going to be on the other end. So take your time now and aim for beautiful sounds all the way through, evenness with your practice. And for those that you're not as comfortable with, again, take your time and make sure you're getting good sounds on every single note that you play, especially as you go into the upper register. Believe me, this will help. Remember, staying consistent in your practice, your tempo, your sound, your focus is going to dictate how you play in performance. So if we think of the audition itself as a performance and we're practicing for that, that changes the way we approach practice. We're not going to try and blindly hack through these things. We're going to have a pretty solid method and a way of preparing for that audition. Thanks so much, everybody. If you like what I'm doing, please subscribe, leave comments below, so I'll read them and I'll know how to better serve you all.